The last four houses are the ones most people skip past. They cover your public reputation, what you believe, who you call your people, and the parts of yourself you keep private. Here's what houses 9 through 12 mean. This series teaches you to read your own real chart, piece by piece. You've already got houses 1 through 8, yourself, your resources, how you communicate, home, then romance, work, partnership, and transformation. Today closes the loop with the last four. House 9 holds your beliefs, religion, philosophy, whatever worldview you've built for yourself, plus higher education and long-distance travel. House 3 covered your everyday communication. House 9 is that same idea at the widest possible zoom. Why you think what you think and where you go looking for more. House 10 is usually called the career house, but reputation is the more accurate word. It's how the world sees your achievements and your standing, not just your job title. This house also gives you the term midheaven, or MC for short. The midheaven is simply the highest point of the chart at your exact birth moment, and it sits at the tip of House 10. House 11 is your community, friendships, groups, teams, the people you choose instead of the people you're related to. It also holds your hopes for the future, the goals you're working toward alongside other people rather than alone. House 12 is the house of the unconscious, rest, solitude, dreams, and the parts of yourself that stay out of daily view. It's the least concrete of the 12 houses, and it's also the most misread. That misreading is worth correcting directly. You'll hear the 12th house called the bad house, tied to loss and enemies you can't see. That reading is old and fear-based, and modern chart work doesn't treat it that way. A better translation is hidden, not cursed. Your inner world, your subconscious patterns, the parts of yourself you process alone before you're ready to show anyone. Having planets there doesn't predict misfortune. It just means part of that planet's story plays out somewhere private. Let's check this against a real chart, Maya's, the one you've seen throughout this series. Her house 9 is empty. No planet sits there. An empty house doesn't mean an empty life area. It just means that part of her story isn't concentrated in one placement the way the others are. Her house 10 is the opposite. 3 placements sit there together. Uranus, Neptune, and the true node, a slow-moving, calculated point tied to a sense of direction, are all inside it. 3 slow-moving points stacking in one house is rare enough to stand out. It points to a public path likely to look less conventional than most, built on her own terms rather than a straight line. That's a description of a placement, not a prediction of an outcome. Her house 11 holds Saturn and Mars, discipline and drive, sitting in the friendship and community house. Read plainly, that often shows up as someone who builds community through steady effort and follow-through, not luck. And her house 12 holds the Sun and Venus, her core identity and what she values, both tucked into the private, unconscious house. 2 warm, social planets landing in the most inward house is a real contrast, not a warning sign. Here's what to do with this. Pull up your own chart and check what sits in your houses 9 through 12. An empty house is normal. Most charts have at least one. A loaded house is worth sitting with, the same way we just did with Maya's. If the last stretch of the chart just clicked into place, a quick tap on the like button helps this find people searching for the same answers. A formal note on this stretch of the chart in particular. None of these 4 houses predict what will happen to you, not even house 12, despite its reputation. A chart is a mirror, not a prophecy. These houses describe where certain themes tend to concentrate in your life, not a fixed outcome you're locked into. So, House 9 holds your beliefs. House 10 is your public reputation. House 11 is your community and hopes. And House 12 is your private, unconscious layer. Not a curse, just the part of you that stays out of view. That closes out all 12 houses. The chart in this video was generated in Mystical Manak. Free link in the description. Next time we connect these placements with lines, aspects, and the 4 you'll see in almost every chart. Subscribe so it shows up for you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.